Hello folks, my name is Raghunandan Wadla. I'm author of The Great Indian Treasure. Today I'm going to share with you an amazing story. Amazing story of a kingdom which became a developed kingdom. So we run to other countries, right? We run to other countries in search for greener pastures because those countries are better than this country. It's not bad, to be frank, but this story that I'm going to share with you today, it will have the secret to make this country a developed country, because we can be here happily with our parents, with our relatives, with our friends. So that is the reason this story is for you. The story is about a kingdom, and there was a king in that kingdom, and the king was so hardworking. The king was a young dynamic king, so he was as hardworking as a laborer. Day and night he would work for the welfare of the people. He was burning midnight oil so that his people will live happily. Such was his dedication. Every time he used to think only one thought: how I can contribute to people, how I can better their life, how I can make them happy, what welfare schemes I can give to the people so that they will be happy. These were the thoughts all the time in the mind of the king. One day, the king wanted to know the thoughts of people, to know any suggestions from people so that he can better his performance. So he disguised himself. So he was having beard, he was having thick mustache, so he went into the public as a commoner. So he ate along with them, he lived along with them for some time. So that was happening. So he went to towns, he went to cities, he went to villages, he went to the nook and corner of his kingdom. And he went to get some suggestions. He went to get some solutions so that he can make his country, he can make his kingdom a better kingdom. However, he was not satisfied. He was angry, he was shocked, because he was expecting some suggestions, he was expecting some solutions, but people were complaining. People were not giving solutions, and that really troubled him, that angered him, that surprised him. There was one person, one person wanted money for the marriage and he was expecting it from the king. And there was another lady who was expecting money to buy a sari. So such was the pathetic situation. People were expecting everything from the government, and that angered the king. And king went to his palace, the big palace, and king started how I can make people think about their duties, how I can make people contribute to the country. So he started thinking and he came up with a master plan idea. The idea. The idea was to put a boulder in the middle of the road. It was a main road that was jugular vein of trade to the kingdom. It was where the commerce runs into the kingdom. So he chose that road and he puts a boulder in that road. And people were traveling through that road, people were complaining, oh my God, such a pathetic kingdom, such a pathetic king, such waste administration that they did not even bother to remove this boulder from here. And it choked the road. And if someone wants to travel to a place, if it takes 1 hour before, it was taking 2 hours, but it did not elicit any reactions from the people out there. People were happy to be traveling through that road, though it was taking more time, though it was choking the road. So one day passed away, and then there was an old man. There was an old man. That old man was traveling on his bullock cart to the kingdom, and that old man noticed that this boulder, and that old man gets off his bullock cart, and he goes near to that boulder and he tries. He's emaciated, we can see bones through his skin. And he got beard, he got mustache. We can see that he's frail. But that old man was determined. And he goes near to that boulder. He tries to push that boulder. He gives the first try. And people out there, they were laughing at the old man. Oh, old man, what you can do? That boulder is so big, you cannot move that boulder. But old man did not take those people seriously. He tried for the first time. And first time, that boulder did not move an inch. An inch it did not move. He was perspiring. It was scorching heat there. He took some water. Again, he tries second time. And again, people were looking at him. People were laughing at him. Again, he tries to push the boulder second time. And second time, that boulder moved a bit. Slight movement we can see on the boulder. And third time, he summoned the courage, he summoned the energy, and he gives the final push. He remembers the name of the God that he likes, and he pushes the boulder. He pushes it, pushes it, pushes it, and the boulder goes into the field. And he takes sigh of relief. And people who were there at the place, it caught imagination of everyone, and they were clapping, they were whistling. They were happy to see that the boulder was removed by a frail, emaciated old man, though everyone got opportunity out there to remove that boulder. And beneath that boulder that was present before, the old man sees a pouch. And the old man goes there, he takes the pouch and he opens the pouch, and in the pouch there he sees 100 gold coins. Can you imagine? 100 gold coins that old man sees. And he was shocked, he was perplexed. And the only thought that was running on old man's mind was whose money it would be, whose gold coins it would be. And he was looking for some information inside the pot so that he can give the gold coins to the people, to the person who it belongs to. So he looks at it, and there he finds a letter. So he takes the letter and he sees it's the letter from the king himself. And king says, "O person, you're courageous. O person, you are someone who we should look up to. And such people are needed. People think that development is only from top to bottom, that is king to the people. But they don't realize the duties that development is also from bottom to top. And everyone's contribution is needed for development of kingdom. I hope everyone contributes and we can make this kingdom as a role model kingdom in this world." And this story is spread all across the kingdom, and people realized their mistakes, and people stopped complaining, and people started acting upon in their capacity, and thus that kingdom became a developed kingdom, and king was happy, people were happy. So are you ready to contribute in your capacity to your country? If you are ready, then we will be realizing developed India as soon as possible. More power to you. Cheers.